everyone, this is Archive 12, and today we have a new song about Vecna from Stranger Things, specifically Stranger Things, because this is the character that we're working with here. I should point out, I have only seen up to Stranger Things Season 3. Season 3 came out on my birthday, and I kind of just binged the entire season, but then I canceled Netflix shortly after that, and haven't caught up with Stranger Things since, even though I have Netflix still. Nowadays, I just haven't sat down and watched Stranger Things 4 through wherever they are now. So I know that Vecna is in the game, or not in the game, in the show. I just don't know what capacity. I don't know like what he does. I'm not sure like how Stranger Things' interpretation of Vecna is supposed to interact with the lore in regards to, like, you know, obviously it's designed to be referencing D&D. I know what Vecna and who Vecna is in D&D, but I don't know what they are in Stranger Things. So just preferencing that right now, unfamiliar with this version of the character. Probably has nothing to do with it, considering the fact that the Mind Flayer in Stranger Things has nothing to do with Mind Flayers in D&D, as it goes with the way that Mind Flayers actually interact with and work. But you know, there's probably a reason why he's referred to as Vecna, and I just don't know it. Link will be in the description below, because Colm McGuinness deserves to be run up if you want to watch this without my commentary, because I will be pausing, I will be talking about it. And without further ado, let's get started.
I'd like to say I started out the same as you will. I clawed my way out instead of digging my own grave. For better knowledge, undead conquest, seeking truth, yeah. That's far beyond the aspirations of a slave. Ain't it tragic what dark magic can paint me as? A literal monster, but divine all the same.
Okay, hold on. That cutout was the perfect place to stop. The vibe of this is so malefic. This room, obviously, this is designed to be in many ways, shapes, or forms reminiscent of some of the primordial songs that he's done for Warhammer, specifically like the Chaos Gods. Those are the ones that I'm specifically thinking of. This reminds me of his Khorne song. This reminds me of his Nurgle song. To an extent, this reminds me a bit of the Slaanesh and Zanik song. I think that's how you pronounce the name. I will never be able to pronounce that name. But, you know, it reminds me of the songs for the Chaos Gods. And I think, like, for a character that's supposed to be like the big bad of a show, that's the way you want to go, is to do that. It also reminds me a bit of one of his other D&D songs that he released months ago. I'm having a hard time remembering it. I think it's the one that has Strahd as the image. That one, Strike Me Down. It reminds me of Striking Down a little bit too. And obviously, I think that's meant because of the fact that this is supposed to be D&D inspired to a certain degree. So I like that, and I have stated a couple of times that, like, that type of dark fantasy country is like something that I thoroughly enjoy, and this is definitely in that same vein. Of all of the songs so far, this reminds me, I think, of the Khorne song the best, in terms of like the just the way he's singing it and the vibe that the instrumental is, that those plucky strings, the very sinister undertone underneath it. I don't know what he's about to get into here. I think it's the chorus, but like in terms of that first verse, it reminds me a lot of the Khorne song, which is of the Chaos Gods, probably my second favorite after, I want to say Nurgle is my favorite one so far. But yeah, of the Chaos Gods, the Khorne song is the one that best fits this vibe.
Don't ask for forgiveness, it's gone.
Yeah, Hand of Vecna. I like that. I like that reference there. That's really good.
I keep my only eye on you, my little drone, yeah. You think I came this far, then now I try to change. I'm truly flattered, my soul matters to your soul, child. It ain't that deep, I'm not some lamb for you to save. You little coward, yeah, those powers are bound to me. It's by design, you know there's levels to this game.
I am assuming, based on what we're seeing with the screenshots and the way the word is said, this is about 11, and the fact that 11 has those psychic powers. So obviously, those psychic powers must have come from Vecna. Again, piecing this together through the music, never seen Stranger Things season 4 plus, so I'm assuming that that is what's going on here. And if that's the case, then that is a brilliant way to like come full circle, I think. And it makes the experimentation that was going on in the earlier seasons of Stranger Things leading up to Elle's escape that much more like sinister, because they were playing with forces that, I mean, obviously that should have been recognized, but they were playing with forces that they did not fully understand. And now the consequences are coming home to roost. Hold on. I want to listen to that part again, because I think I missed something right when I paused it.
Levels to this game.
I like the little shush. I think that was what I was missing. I like the little shush, like, shh. Don't talk. Don't talk. We're daddy's talking now.
Don't ask for forgiveness, it's gone. You think that you're more than a pawn. Remember, I've seen your thoughts. We both know that you've lost. Did more than bite the hand that feeds you, tore it off. The clock is chiming, all the dead must be collected. You took a pound of flesh and I shall do the same. Eye for an eye, hand for a hand, another lesson. To pick your battles and which gods that you betray. Don't ask for forgiveness, it's gone. You think that you're more than a pawn. Remember, I've seen your thoughts. We both know that you lost. Said more than bite the hand that feeds you, tore it off.
That was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Abruptly ended, though, which was very interesting. Abruptly ended with the whole, oh yeah, no, that's that. There we go. You tore my hand off. Like, but at the same time, I feel like that was like potentially a pretty good way of emphasizing the point by ending the song like that. So I've noticed that, like, in the last couple Colm reactions, that the songs have become noticeably shorter and have, or at least the endings of the songs have become noticeably shorter. Normally, when you hear a song, you expect it to like end at a specific point, and Colm has kind of circumvented that a little bit, that expectation that you're expecting it to end on some notes, and he ends it on a note or no notes in a way that like kind of makes you think. I've come to realize from the last reaction I did, which was for the most recent Space Marine song, I think, I actually do really like the way he ended that song after listening to it like 3 or 4 times. And I feel like I'll probably get to that same point here. Like, this is a really good ending for the song. And it emphasizes the point that he was singing about. I just need to come to terms with that and think about it a little bit, because as of right now, it's like, I want more. I want more. Give me more. But, I don't want to be greedy. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for joining me. I am Markoppa12, and I will see you in the next video.